First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. First down gets 3 up to the 28.
35, the ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Saints' 20-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Jones. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that, and with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. To throw here. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Cameron Jordan, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. Looking to throw. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
4th and goal.
On 4th down, Ryan Succop now for the Buccaneer field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's free going down the left side. It's a full race. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead grows to 10-0. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on my phone.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Love. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Jordan Love ready on first down here. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Love. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
47-yard line.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. They'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
A gain of 5.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Now Jones. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Now a first down carry by Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Jones, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Saints' 24-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. You always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2nd and goal from the 1. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Michael Thomas. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints are back within a score. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Buccaneers 10, Saints 7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
6-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
O.J. Howard.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 6.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
7-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On second down, it's Jones. Pass for 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his third touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
McKinnon here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
6-yard line.
First down, Love to pass. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On first and 10, Love. Third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. Another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
They'll set up to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll run on first down. Jones. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Second and 7.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Buccaneers 24, Saints 7.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
5-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Love. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
First down going to the air with Love. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Again, it's Love. He sets to fire deep. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints get a bit closer. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
Makes the score Buccaneers 24, Saints 14.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second and 9 now. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dive. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Now back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for Taylor Gabriel. It's 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This is Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Love now to pass on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Working out of the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Love from the gun. This time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
1st and 10.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To the air again. Love. Got a man and he hits him in stride. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Going back to Love. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
1st and 10.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. On 1st and 10, Love looking long for Thomas. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up at the 13. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the 2nd one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Second and 13. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He'll drop to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The sideline is complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
29-yard line.
On 1st down, Love. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
Goal at the 9-yard line.
From the gun, Love. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
24. Saints 21.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. A dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll drop to throw. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Just shy of midfield.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay.
A big NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
The kick is
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Buccaneers 31, Saints 21.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Love looking to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's Love. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Love. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Now Love. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He was covered.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 2nd down, Love once more. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 3rd down, Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
Jones, the ball carrier.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Bucs, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll